So in Florida, I had a van, 1987 Chevy G30 Sport van in my name, titled me. Okay, and I had a Ford Escort, 98 Ford Escort. Okay, the Green Hornet. Okay, well, the van motor went. At that time, the police had beat me up already, and Mike Satz was running a malicious prosecution against me. Okay, I had a legal business. You could look it up, Native to Creative. Worked my ass off to make that business what it was. We did. Okay, so van went and got off the road. I was going to put the another motor. We were going to put another motor in it. The insurance goes out on the Escort because of the problems we were having and the prosecution and the money we had to spend. I had to spend personally to defend myself against the malicious prosecution that was dropped. Okay, it was disposed of because it is what it is. So justice prevailed. So the van motor went, took the van off the road. The insurance stayed on it because in Florida, 30 days, your license is suspended. So the insurance stayed on the van. We couldn't get the same insurance for the van and the car. I couldn't get the insurance. I looked at it as business. I couldn't get the insurance for the van and the car at the same agency because Florida has really crazy fucking insurance rules, dude. It's so bad. And so I had to get a different agency for the van. The van was still insured, but the plate wasn't turned in for the Escort, right? Because the Escort insurance got expired. I couldn't pay that, or I couldn't renew it. Something. But money was taxed, dude. I was on the run, dude. I went on the run. A judge told me I wasn't in court to my face because he wanted to deny evidence and cover up. So, totally fucked me up. So then what happened was, they were on me, dude. Moved to St. Lucie County, and this is where this happened. We actually started a life, and we were able to continue with our life until the St. Lucie got involved via Mike Satz. Okay, and those henchmen over there, they have bounties, dude. All the cops have a bounty with each other underground, and they have their own network system. That's why you can't look at your own record, because they're looking at it, and there's things they don't want you to see on there. Okay, just like Catherine Maxey Nelson was on the take. Okay, she earned it with me. Nice bitch. Okay, so what happened was the van motor went. The van was off the road, but the insurance was still on the van. Okay, to me, always. If it's my vehicle, I'm the only one. So, the Escort was still working, but the Escort insurance went. Because of Mike Satz. So they wanted the plate back for the Escort, I believe, and suspended my license. But I had the valid plate, or did the van insurance go and they wanted the plate for that, and I was in the Escort. See, but either way, I had insurance, and the thing is this. When you have insurance policy in your name, the vehicle is listed on there. It's easy to change vehicles because you can buy and sell vehicles, you can be gifted vehicles, you can make a vehicle, title it, insure it. So, right, but you can't switch the person because you have so the person is insured because if I'm driving or traveling in someone else's car, if I'm driving someone else's car, it's probably for some work. Maybe. So, if I'm traveling or driving, if I'm driving someone else's car or traveling in mine, even if it's not the vehicle itself, you're covered because they, or else you wouldn't be able to drive anybody else's vehicle. And all companies would have to get put the driver on the vehicle, even just for 5 minutes to get out on the road, even to go to the corner store. even for an emergency. So it's designed that you can have insurance and you're covered in what you're in for the type of transportation, personal conveyance, or vehicle, or, or whatever, traveling apparatus, appliance, household traveling appliance, mobility appliance that it is. So what they did is they tried to say, because my license was also suspended by the National Driver's Registry because I sold a car, okay, and the guy did not put the car in his name, okay, and this is 1999, okay, and the circumstance is I was leaving New York, okay, and he fucked me, okay, because I gave him the plate in a bag. He had his own plate, but what he did is he put my plate on that car after I left. But as soon as I got to Florida, okay, I put my license and everything because I'm always with the system. I was always with the system, so I put my license and everything. I always have insurance, by the way. In Florida. So I do that and I'm down there and I should be clear. But because he decided not to turn my plate in as agreed, as a friend, because I knew him and worked with him, and that was the circumstance, we have witness to that, and the bill of sale and everything, he put my plate back. He lied to me, didn't do what he said. And he had kids too, motherfucker. And anyway, put my plate on the car and then got in a drunk driving accident on New Year's, caused $7,000 worth of damage, right? So all of a sudden, 10 years after I'm in Florida, the National Driver's Registry, which is one office and there's nobody in there, dude, that is a fucking fraud. Everybody that's been affected by national, whatever. Okay, so at this point, the National Driver's Registry suspended my license after 10 years of being in Florida with a valid license because they're saying in New York there was judgments passed against me because they kept going to court on it because it was two parties. Like, he was saying that I gave him permission to drive the car and there was insurance on it, but there wasn't insurance on it because I canceled it when I left because I'm smart. Okay, and he's dumb. Okay, so what happened was he's going to court and I'm not there because Serp, Kaufman, and Andre, the law firm, dude, they're fraud. They should be. I have a letter to the Attorney General, but when I was here, they fucking whatever. So I didn't get to mail it yet. But they should be fucking disbarred and give a bad act because they knew that I moved because what happened was as soon they were showing up and saying that I wasn't showing up, so a judgment was passed against me, dude, and I have evidence of this. So now, after 10 years of having a license in Florida, it gets suspended, right? And they're like, nope. And I have the paperwork proof because in 1999, not everything was computer, and I have all the paperwork in Florida because they would have had to sue me in Florida to begin with. So that's why another reason why malfeasance, right, on their behalf, and. I have all the paperwork still to this day vindicating me from the situation, plus the bill of sale. I know I don't want to say his name, I don't. Okay, so that vindicated me, but it took a year. So a year went by, and then I got stopped a bunch of times, and I got ticketed for not driving with a valid license, and I had the proof on me, and I had a little kit that says my vindication package, and I'm an American and all this bullshit, because I had the administrative evidence. So it wasn't entered into the computer, because that was a time frame. So then it took me a year, dude, to fucking clear it up and finally get my license back after being threatened by cops and losing jobs, losing opportunities and shit. It was terrible, dude. All of a sudden, boom, I had a business going at that point by my own self as an artist in Fort Lauderdale, dude. I was fucking rocking. I was climbing walls with paintbrushes and shit, bitch. Okay? Fucking all of a sudden, dude. Fuck you, Chichio. With the Jaco Pastorius mural. Son of a bitch, bro. That costed me that. Anyway, so that suspended my license, right? Even though I cleared up. So St. Lucie County, they went out in the hunt and they assumed that I had no insurance and that my license was invalid. But the fact is those are administrative categories. If you're covered, you're covered, because the plastic license and the registration and the plate and that signifies that you have ID, that you have confirmation that the vehicle or apparatus mobility is yours, that you are able to perform the task of operating on the road safely with all this shit, or pathways or trails or traveling venues, routes. Okay, so in this sense, the license suspension becomes a category based on financial discrimination and due process violation. Okay, so what's only necessary to Americans that have been here, that are signified trustworthy with identification, okay, and acknowledgement of their whereabouts and what they're doing, to the degree that they're signifying that they're not being public enemy, okay, those people are able to get by with an ID placard, okay, some kind of proof that it's not stolen, but only if there's a claim. But we have state-to-state travel, so it's necessary. And insurance liability. So this goes back to the thing. I had the license, but it was suspended for a false reason, because I had insurance still on another vehicle that was, just that. I think the motor was gone, but so I'm driving my other one. So if I was driving somebody else's, or traveling in somebody else's, and operating that motorized vehicle or whatever the fuck, I would still be covered, because their insurance isn't gonna be at fault. Okay, so if I work for somebody and they loan me their truck and say, okay, run to the Stone Depot and get that, get her done, yeah, and then go ahead, right? And then there's an accident, hope that happens to nobody, then my insurance would cover me. He would just be at vehicle loss, but my insurance would be attacked for, but on a business case, okay. Personal case, that's wrong, you're right. Personal case, if, you can't loan your vehicle or loan your appliance or whatever. So I had insurance. The license was suspended for a bogus reason. They tried to say that I was a repeat offender, which is a felony. Okay, but I had cleared up, because they were stupid. And when they looked up my record, they're like, oh, he was suspended license, right? And there was another time driving on a suspended license, second time. That's what it was, driving on a suspended license. Okay, that's what they were saying. And that's a felony, which is not true, because the first time I was not driving on a suspended license, because the National Driver's Registry is a piece of fucking shit, and I already cleared that up. So it's Florida's fault for gross negligence, for not accepting that, okay, I've had a valid license for 10 years. Why is New York saying that I got a suspended license for a judgment? So, and then I provide paperwork, and then they don't renew my license. They wanted, and even New York said it. So that was false. So they tried to say I was a felon. And then they tried to put me in jail. And then what happened was Bruce Colton, he put one kid, a black kid that went to his 60-day normally is the thing. They got him, and he said that he went for 5 years. And it was just a terrible situation, and it shouldn't have fucking happened, because it's not true. I don't drive without insurance, and I don't drive if I'm not covered. And Mr. Raleigh, okay, is the Florida Department of Motor Vehicle agent that they requested, or I requested, okay. They thought they were going to fuck me up, and he acknowledged that an expired or non-renewed or suspended piece of plastic based on an administrative category backed by financial support does not take away the motor skills and abilities necessary to operate those things safely. So, and because of the other insurance policy in existence, I was covered because my license is covered. You see, because if I have a license and I have two different insurance policies, or an identification with two different insurance policies, they still go back to the same one. So technically, my license shouldn't have been suspended. Okay, it couldn't have been. So and also, it wasn't. I wasn't a repeat offender for driving on a suspended license because both of the suspensions were miscategorized based on fucking a piece of shit system and their own manipulation. The lawyer in New York, okay, made that happen, okay, through the judgment to win that guy a freedom, and then I had a debt against me, okay, and then in the St. Lucie case was the. Pending on that was the St. Lucie and the state of Florida through Broward County wanting to attack me and keep me in the system so Mike Satz could keep his qualified immunity. And Catherine Maxey Nelson was a judge who got a 2-point-something alcohol level. I believe that there was a bottle of prescription pills that were of hers in the car, and she was drunk driving and hit a couple cars and had scuffle with cops, and she only got a slap on the hand and probation area fucking rehab where people would be going to jail and get so all this situation. And Leland Squires has a stalking charge on him already previously for blowing the cover of some lady named Foudy who was a police officer, and she was like, this is terrible over there, the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. So she left, right, because they harassed her as a woman and stuff. So she went and she went to Walt Disney, and she fucking went and she became the princess, so that they found out, right, and they stalked her. They found out because that she reported them, so they started passing around this information. And guess what? In Disney, you're not allowed to tell people if you're playing there because it compromises your job. So she lost her job, and because they stalked her and took information that she didn't give out, they fucked her contract with Disney, and she sued them, and she won. So Leland Squires is down for stalking, and I got him fucking stalking, dude. I got him red-handed. He was waiting in the fucking driveway next door for me, and he. Yes, he was. So all that shit. So I shouldn't have went to fucking jail. And the insurance thing and the license thing is fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking not fair. And the fact that if you have an emergency and you have a car in the yard, first of all, they're like, you got to get it out of there if it doesn't have a plate not registered. Okay, then, if you have insurance in another vehicle and you need to get to work, if there's an emergency, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to take my plate, that's my ID placard, signification, and put it on the vehicle that works or whatever, my hot rod that's not insured or plated, but it's mine, and put that on there. You should be able to list your number on there on the insurance ahead of time. Say, okay, I have 16 vehicles in my yard. Why don't I just put all my numbers on there in case I want to fix one or in case I want to take another one for a ride? I've been an American here for fucking 30, 40 years, at least. 20 years, 10 years without any problems. I don't steal things. You know who I am. I'm my license plate. I've been good for 10 years. Let me the fuck alone. Tell you what, let me pay $100 a year. Okay, I keep my plate, fucking keep my ID, get insurance. See you the fuck later, bitch. That's the way it should be. Okay, I went to jail for this. This is the time I spent, and it bothers me. It's 25, okay? And there's people also that call 911 on me and lie about me and get the cops to chase me around after I've been to fucking jail. And there's a lot more to this story than meets the eye, and you fucking know. And Mike Satz is a piece of shit, too. Catherine Maxey Nelson is a piece of shit, too. Fred Berman's a piece of shit, too. Jorge Benitez Merlot's a piece of shit, too. Ryan Romero's a piece of shit, too. Okay, fucking shit. There's a bunch of motherfuckers out there. Fucking Walter owes me $40 fucking dollars. Kind of American are you, motherfucker? I gotta do it one more time. This is what it's about. I don't think I've did it in 2025. Why don't I do this? You know what's in my pocket? A fucking guitar pick, a fucking American flag, motherfucker, okay? And I'll tell you something else that's in my pocket, bitch. You fucking piece of shit. You want to get musky on me, motherfucker? How about a fucking nice bastard crystal? Because I'm a bastard child. I'm a bastard American. The only forefathers I got are dead a long time ago, and they stood for the flag, and they died for it. You fucking creeps. I got a magnet on your ass, too, you fucking piece of shit. You take that. What are you gonna do about it, huh? I'll die for my freedom. I'll die for liberty. I'll die for justice now. You owe me. Give me a man. I want a man to go down. Give me a man. Give me a man. Let a man go down so I can go on and get some closure. Make it a man. Give me a man. Put a man in jail for me. Give me a man. Put a man in jail for me. Put a woman in jail for me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Put me in, coach. Let me get one. It's been too much. There's too many that deserve it. I can give you a handful. Okay? People had that fist balled on me. What about that fucking bastard? Oh, this looks like a nice place to take a piss. Okay? I think his name is Dennis. He used to be a security guard for the Ashboro Mall. Do it up, son. He called 911 on me. He called a hit on me. It's the easiest one. Or you got David Fernandez, Homer Behaler, connected to Sarah Holden. Get that kit and caboodle, too. And I'll tell you what. There's a lot of police out there that do a good fucking job in service. It's not even about a job. It's got to be in your heart. And it's on your backs. And it's on your blood. And it's on your families, too. Because they worry about you because of people like Jorge Benitez Merlot, like Leland Squires, like Ryan Romero. That's just to name a few. Yep, Officer Dan, Officer Becker, State Road 84, Southland Plaza, my own mother's shopping center where I was there for years and years, 30 years. I got a list. Officer Frazetta. What's up? We're friend. Yeah, whatever. We got him in there. That's right. Give me a man. Get it. Dennis. Respect me. I deserve it. I've done nothing wrong to nobody, and I've helped other people get by, and there's a reason I'm blessed enough to have people around me. So I'll put my little shit back in my pocket, and you leave me the fuck alone. But you hear what I said. Don't come close. There's poison that waits here for you. And like I said, we have a debt, and the benefit needs to come from your side to me. Give me the man. Give me the man. He earned it. Make him the man. Charge him. Bring him before a judge. He don't even have to do time. I need the apology, and I need acknowledgement. I ain't got nothing to hide. Nothing I did is worthy of persecution. I didn't cast the first stone, and I did everything right when I came here. I went to the police station and the sheriff's station. I said, listen, people are going to get squirrely because I'm a high-energy dude. Yeah, what do you think about that? I'm going to go on my day, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hang out next to a dumpster. In a prophetic way, think about all the things that could be in there. And the fact that I'm on the outside. Ooh, I'm alive, yeah. Never been so alive. One more for the road, son.